And now your first alert forecast with meteorologist Kyle Dickens.
Okay, Sharon, I got a question for you. Is this pool weather for you, mid-80s to upper 80s?
Definitely would be pool weather.
So if you haven't set up your pool yet, I think this weekend is going to be a great weekend for you. Might see an isolated thunderstorm come Sunday, but 87 degrees. Unfortunately, that's air temperature. Now, once we add a little humidity to that, and yeah, look at that. As we head into the weekend, we start getting into that very humid category. Yeah, we'll have heat index values possibly into the 90s. So, hey, we're getting close to summer. We're halfway through the month of May now. So, yeah, not uncommon to see this. It's not what we would call normal, but definitely not uncommon. Now, we're seeing a little thunderstorm activity. Moving through Bureau County right now. Kewaunee, you just had a pretty heavy thunderstorm move through Galva as well. Nothing severe at this point. We've seen some small hail, lots of lightning, heavy rainfall, but these are your elevated storms, as we call them. They're nothing really to worry about besides getting into some pretty heavy rainfall, so visibility can be pretty poor if you get under one. But those will continue to move out. As they head to the east, they'll start wearing out, but not until they get into the Chicagoland area. But we will notice, though, some clearing on the back end of this. So we will see some sunshine returning, you Illinois counties. You'll get some sun before the sun sets, and already out to the west and here in the metro, we're seeing a lot of sunshine. So temperatures have rebounded pretty nicely from that rain-cooled air that moved through. Once we get to this weekend, though, clear skies really pretty much throughout the entirety of the weekend. Come Sunday, we might see an isolated thunderstorm develop in the afternoon. Some indication of that, but very, very low chance. Most of us will stay dry through the majority of the weekend, so that's some good news. Tonight, dropping into the 50s, not too bad. Mid to upper 50s as we head for a pretty nice day tomorrow into the 80s, maybe a couple degrees warmer, so actually warm for this time of year as we head about 5 or 6 degrees above where we're supposed to be. Now, that changes once we get to Saturday as we head for the mid-80s, as you saw in that weekend forecast. I'm actually bumping it up a couple degrees because with that sunshine, always seems to overperform a little bit. Now, nice weekend overall. Warm, but nice. We are going to turn our attention to Tuesday, and actually probably one of these things where you need to kind of think about Tuesday. Remember Tuesday. I know it's going to be a nice weekend, but we're tracking the potential for maybe some significant severe weather in the Midwest. Jet stream pattern sets up that southwest to northeast flow. We get a low pressure system that moves in simultaneously. This is the dynamics that we need for severe weather. This is what we look for, and you can see pretty much right over this area here, right on top of us, is the area that's most favored. You kind of get on the northeastern edge of that, those pinks you see there, that heavy jet stream winds. Now, another thing we look at is the thunderstorm energy. Is there going to be enough energy in place for thunderstorms to develop? Current models, these are long-range models, but current models do suggest that there certainly is. And we get the winds moving at different direction with height. That's shear. Well, we got some ingredients for some powerful thunderstorms. Not to mention that thunderstorm energy is pretty much maxed out. So Tuesday, we're kind of giving you the early alert now, the early first alert that might be a day to watch for severe weather. So we're tracking it now. Things will change over the next couple days, but just keep that in mind as we head into the weekend. Next 8 to 14 days stays above average, unfortunately, on the rainfall. Temperatures, though, this is a trend. 8 to 14 days, maybe a little cooler than average. Haven't seen that. It seems like it forever. For the rest of the day today, those showers are going to come to an end. Temperatures eventually dropping in the 60s and 50s overnight. 82 tomorrow, mid to upper 80s through the weekend. Mostly dry. Could see an isolated storm on Sunday. There's that early alert for Tuesday. Maybe some severe weather. Then temperatures drop into the 70s by Wednesday.
Coming up, going